Hello everyone! John Fitzgerald Kennedy, often referred to as JFK, was not only the 35th President of the United States, but also a symbol of hope, youth, and a tumultuous era. His life, from a war hero to the occupant of the White House, culminating in a tragedy that shocked the globe, has left a complex and profound legacy in the history of America and the world. Youth and a prestigious family. John F. Kennedy was born on May 29, 1917, in Brookline, Massachusetts, into a wealthy and politically ambitious Irish-American family. He was the second of 9 children of Joseph P. Kennedy Sr., a business magnate and politician, and Rose Fitzgerald. Raised in an environment of the finest education, Kennedy attended the prestigious Harvard University. Initially, the family's political mantle was placed on the shoulders of his older brother, Joseph Jr. However, Joseph Jr.'s death in World War II changed everything, and John F. Kennedy became the one to carry the family's hopes. The war hero. When World War II broke out, Kennedy joined the U.S. Navy. He became famous as the commander of patrol torpedo boat PT-109 in the Pacific Theater. In August 1943, his boat was rammed and sunk by a Japanese destroyer. Despite suffering a severe back injury, Kennedy demonstrated extraordinary courage by leading the survivors, swimming for miles to a deserted island. He saved a badly injured crewmate by clenching the strap of the man's life jacket between his teeth and towing him to safety. This heroic act turned him into a national symbol and provided a solid foundation for his future political career. A rapid political path. After the war, Kennedy entered the political arena. In 1946, he was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. 6 years later, in 1952, he won a seat in the Senate. With his handsome appearance, eloquence, and charisma, he quickly became a rising star in the Democratic Party. During his time as a senator, he wrote the book Profiles in Courage, which chronicled U.S. senators who defied pressure to stand by their principles. The book won the prestigious Pulitzer Prize, further cementing his image as an intellectual and visionary politician. The President and the New Frontier. In 1960, John F. Kennedy ran for president against the incumbent Vice President, Richard Nixon. This election made history with the first ever televised presidential debates. Kennedy's confident, youthful appearance won over the audience, contrasting with Nixon's tired image. After winning the election, in his inaugural address on the 20th of January, 1961, Kennedy delivered his immortal call to action. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. His term was called the New Frontier, featuring ambitious domestic and foreign policies. The space program. He set the audacious goal of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth before the end of the decade, igniting a fierce space race with the Soviet Union. The Peace Corps. He established a volunteer organization that sent young Americans to developing nations to assist with education, health, and agriculture. The Civil Rights Movement. Though initially hesitant, Kennedy later strongly supported the movement for African American equality, proposing a major civil rights bill that his successor would later sign into law. Foreign policy challenges and the Vietnam quagmire. Kennedy's presidency occurred at the height of the Cold War. He faced numerous crises. The Bay of Pigs invasion, 1961, a major failure when a CIA-backed campaign to overthrow Fidel Castro's government in Cuba ended in complete disaster. The Cuban Missile Crisis, 1962. This is considered the most dangerous moment in human history, when the world stood on the brink of nuclear war. Through a combination of firmness and shrewd diplomacy, Kennedy compelled the Soviet Union to withdraw its missiles from Cuba, averting a global catastrophe. Regarding Vietnam, the Kennedy administration took significant steps that increased America's involvement. Believing in the domino theory, Kennedy feared that the fall of the Saigon government would lead to the spread of communism throughout Southeast Asia. He dramatically increased the number of American military advisors in South Vietnam from a few hundred to over 16,000 by late 1963. His administration also played a key role in the coup that overthrew President Ngo Dinh Diem in November 1963. with tacit approval from Washington. These actions pushed the United States deeper into the conflict, creating a complex legacy that his successor, Lyndon B. Johnson, would have to confront and escalate. The assassination, and an unfinished legacy. On the 22nd of November, 1963, while traveling in a motorcade in an open-top convertible in Dallas, Texas, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. His sudden death at the age of 46 caused immeasurable shock and grief across America and the world.